Hey everybody, this is Cody.
And Sean?
This is the place to hear about the paranormal, the supernatural,
And everything in between.
Oh my god, it's October 28th. That is like 3 days away from Halloween.
Oh my god, I can hardly wait, bro. There's so much going on just in the last few days and what's coming up, right, bro?
Dude, it is insane. Like, there's been so much crap going on in October, I can't even think straight.
You know, I'm thinking, did you just pee yourself?
I might have.
I know it's pretty scary out there, but...
It scares me, it does. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I just want to really just set the tone. Everybody, if you're not following the new reality, you just need to go ahead and fucking do that already.
What's wrong with you? I mean,
Hey,
come on.
And to do that, we do have our own website. It's thenewreality11.com. That has all of our social media on there, our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTubes, all of that nonsense. You can also find all of our Podbeans on there, and there is several videos of, us ghost hunting and working in our element.
Why not? Hey, and we're going live, man. We're freaking going live on Halloween. I can hardly freaking wait.
Man,
I can't wait, bro.
We are going... Hey, can you wait?
I can't wait.
No, we are going live on Halloween. It's going to be great. It's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
And you know why we're doing it at 8:30 p.m.?
I don't.
Because I'm thinking that a lot of our followers need to take care of their trick-or-treat business.
Absolutely. And then they can come listen and relax and tell some scary stories.
Yeah, let's do it. So remember, folks, let's get involved with that live podcast. We want to hear your questions, and we want to talk about ghost stories.
Absolutely. 8:30 Thursday Pacific time. For those of you who don't know what that means, California time, 8:30. Be there or be square.
Did you just say be square?
I did.
That's pretty old. It's probably no, I won't do that to myself.
How old, Sean?
I won't do that to myself. I won't do that to myself.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
So exciting. Yeah, so it's October. It seems more often than not, I'm biting my tongue because I remember us doing a podcast about how October is brought by people that, they're just putting energy into a holiday. Holy shit, bro. Like, so much has happened, right?
Dude, this month alone, just for me personally, have grown so much. You know what I mean? Just so many obstacles, so many tests, so many lessons, and it's just all bullshit, really.
It is. And what's really crazy about it is it's bullshit, but we end up finding, the growth out of it, which... Can we let off a little bit?
Seriously, though. But it's not. It's not. I mean, it's going to continue into November. We got great things coming up. We're going to investigate Calico Ghost Town.
I am so excited about that, bro.
So if nobody's ever heard of that, you need to get out more. But
yeah, and he just said that we're doing an investigation at Calico Ghost Town, which is never been done.
Yeah, so it's never... So... All right, let me rephrase it. There is a portion of... Because they do ghost hunts there, like tours, right?
Yeah.
So they've had people there before, and people bring their own gadgets and whatnot. However, I got the opportunity to work there this past weekend, and I met the owner. And he took me down to the basement, which led to a mine that nobody has access to.
That doesn't feel like a human in there.
Oh, dude.
Seems real negative energy, right?
He told me a lot of stuff. I picked up on a lot of stuff, and he goes, well, you know what's great? Nobody's been down here.
Don't tell me too much.
Well, nobody's been down here to investigate it. And I said,
fantastic.
Well, we're going to. But there's a 1920. It could be older. I'm pretty sure it's older. I'm just spitting out of my ass here, but
that's okay. It kind of smells.
No, but there's a really, really old schoolhouse there. I did look in the window, and it's super creepy. Obviously, there's just desks and stuff written on the board. Still, from the old time. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think we're going to see probably a lot of residual because of, gunfights and whatnot. But I feel a lot of hauntings involved there. It's pretty intense.
I am going to say one thing. Just because I think you should know, because you already touched on it. You said you do feel something negative there. There has been people pushed down the stairs, and those stairs are very, very steep.
Yeah.
So there is a malicious spirit there for sure.
Yeah, it's more like it's lurking in the shadows. It's
Absolutely.
kind of like It doesn't want to be seen, but when it's seen, it's all about pushing and smacking and scratching,
making himself big. Like
yeah. I do feel like there's some scratching going on, maybe, but
could be for sure.
So I'll be interested in. We're not going to poke the bear. Well, maybe we will, but we'll see how it works out. That's, I mean, we're not about, trying to.
I just love the way that we do it. You know what I mean? There's a really meticulous way to go about it, and I think we nail it every time.
Yeah. I think, again, it goes with our sensitivity, right? We go in and we've got this feel of what we're supposed to do. And, of course, we bring all of our props and whatnot and make sure we have our tools from the tool shed.
I'm just really excited to get the chance to go to a place with zero power. Like, there literally no power at all. I mean, we're going to be in a freaking mine with nobody there. You know what I mean?
And what's great is we have a lot of, like, support equipment as far as batteries. Oh, my God, if we get drained batteries, we're in trouble. But there's a lot of, like, backup batteries that we have. So, and I don't want to do a generator because that's more of a audio issue. But it's a quiet generator. We might be able to get it far enough away from the location to do a good. Man, I don't know. I think doing one night wouldn't be enough, right? Like,
well, I know there's certain hoops and barriers they have to cross to get us there, so I don't want to intrude too much.
Push it too much.
But we'll play it by ear. You know, we'll go there. We'll do what we need to do. We'll handle it, and then if we need to go again, we'll go again.
Go again? You mean like
5 times? 10 times? No.
In 1 hour.
And you know what's great is we don't have to drive freaking 2 hours in traffic.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, we're going to go to Pasadena. I'm not, man, do we want to stay? Oh, no.
Go, yeah, absolutely say it. No, we're going to, I don't know if Calico's going to be before or after. It's probably going to be after, but we are going to the Pasadena Playhouse Theater.
That's on the date. We can tell the date. I mean,
it's going to be November 18th. It's a Monday. What?
Yeah.
What? A Monday?
Are we supposed to say that on the podcast? I don't want anybody to know.
Uh-oh.
I'm not feeling too well.
No.
No, I'll request a time off. I've got plenty of vacation. So
right. No. But I do want to touch on the fact, like, this is kind of like nostalgia for me. That's where I first started. Para, this group called Para, they hit me up and they're like, hey, we're going to...
shout out for Para.
Yeah, right? We're going to Pasadena Playhouse. And I'm like, cool, bring me along. I don't know what it is, but I'm down.
Yeah.
So I get there and I look at this place, and this is before any, like, abilities started showing up or anything. You know what I mean? I was just new.
Do I dare say it's only just...
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I just dated myself.
So we get there and I look at this place, bro, and it's just magical. Like, it's so old. And you can tell it's an old building. And they still do theaters, like, they still do theaters. They still do plays to this day, like modern plays and whatnot. But I go inside, dude, and it's just beaming with freaking spirits, energy. The tour guide was telling us all the hot spots. The theater itself
is freaking awesome.
Is way creepy. Like, you're literally sitting in darkness looking at this theater, and they see people on stage.
Like, that's like I said, the stage is very active.
The stage and the projection room above the stage is extremely active.
Why is it? Because we've been to a couple theaters.
You remember that?
It's the same thing, right?
I think there's a lot of, like...
There's residual.
Well, there's residual for sure, but I think there's also a lot of, like, malicious stuff that goes on in the projection room.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, I don't know.
I don't necessarily want to try to pick up on that, right? Because I'm still trying to recover from my rough. I don't want to say rough. It was just, but no, I do feel like there's a lot of, like, because actors stepped out of who they were into what they're acting as, right?
Right.
So I think they play the part. They're the part. So I truly believe that sometimes, there's actors and actresses that get caught up in that.
I agree.
And again, I do agree with you because we did that in a lot. What was the theater that we had issues? It was in L.A.
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I can't even think of the name of it.
And I can't remember names. So, yeah, there was definitely a overbearing energy that was there. And I do feel the same in the Pasadena
Portal.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. And to be able to, help with the young lady that was there that felt trapped.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like there's an energy there that's trying to retain everything. Like,
absolutely.
Everybody that's there is a collection, right? This is mine. So I do feel like that's what's going on there. I feel like I collect these things.
Yes, like a possession type of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like possession.
Not possession, but I own this.
Correct.
You're supposed to stay here. That's what you are. That's what I get from the location. I could be wrong, but I do feel like there is something dark.
Just kidding.
I'm always wrong.
No.
But below, I feel like underneath the stage, that's where.
That's funny you say. I'm not going to tell you what there is, but there is something there.
I feel like underneath the stage, you're going to see things moving around a lot. You're going to see shadows. You're going to see. I think there's also a little bit of light phenomenon, like flashes of light. It's like a spark almost.
Do you know who was there when I went, right? You remember Gopak?
Yes.
Yeah. She's the one who helped me because I was feeling shit with my hands that I had no idea what I was feeling.
Yeah.
You know, and she's all, oh, well, that's the energy. And I'm looking at this lady like she's out of her damn mind. Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I really want to just share, in case you've never listened to the New Reality, Cody is a Reiki master. He works with his hands. He feels energy. We've both explored that when we went to Sedona. Cody is really, he's gifted when it comes to feeling things with his hands.
Yeah, that's how I go into a room and I feel it. It's great. That's how Sean and I work together very well, is because I can feel it, he can see it in a certain spot, and we just go in there and we kind of bounce off each other, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful about confirming your feeling.
Absolutely.
And again, that's happened going back to your story with Gopak and this location.
Yeah. No, I was walking through just real quick. I was walking through the upstairs portion, and dude, my hands were on fire, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? And she's all, oh, that's just you're feeling the spirits. And again, I'm like, you're fucking crazy. You know, it's cuckoo. You know what I mean? But I did accept it at one point during the investigation, and everything just started to flow.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like I would feel something in a certain spot, an investigator would come over, and they would substantiate the energy I was feeling on their recording or on the K2 meter or on the Mel meter or anything like that.
Again, beautiful, because I think that was the big thing working with that team. I mean, obviously you went to that and confirmed.
You remember what I told you when I came back?
I think I'll be close to it. You say, bro, you need to fucking do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to
I was like,
this.
dude,
this is for you.
This is 100% up your alley. You need to do
this. That's
yeah.
what it was. You're 100% up your alley. Again, we met. We knew that we were supposed to work together, so we wanted to make sure that that happened. I don't want to say make sure. I want to say that.
Sorry, we're moving stuff around.
It just happened. We knew that we were going to do stuff like New Reality.
Absolutely, and I think it's only begun.
Yeah.
But lots of stuff coming up. Man, I'm still trying to recover from October. It's not even over yet, but lots of stuff coming up, and I'm super excited to investigate these places.
Yeah, I'm excited. I know there's been some energy stuff that's been going on with both of us. We could talk about that in a separate podcast.
We can brief on it, just touch on it a bit, but. Man, dude, I mean, I called you the other day, right? And I was like, dude, I don't know what is going on, but I've never been more overwhelmed in my life. Right? And that's coming from someone who senses energy. Like, it's all over the place, and I really didn't know what to do and I'm a seasoned, I like to think I'm a seasoned, spiritual person, if you will.
He's holding back.
Yeah. And man, it was rough, bro. It was really rough. But you talked me through it, and I just reaffirmed my ground, and I'm going through a change.
Well, I think, there's been a lot of things that have happened. Do I dare say it's in our energy? I know that, you've felt things, you've confirmed things, and I truly believe that things are happening right now. Is it in the universe right now? I don't know, but I know that there's definitely a shift. I did my reading this last a couple days ago.
So Sean's being modest,
very modest,
but no, he did not just a reading, but he did a platform reading for like 40 people. So how was that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, because real brief. There's been multiple times where I went to workshops in New York with a well-known medium that pushed me up to the front of the group of 50 plus people and just doing platform stuff. It wasn't by choice. Like, it was as if Spirit was pushing me forward. So here I am. I'm doing this platform reading, and everything is just clear. As far as the message, enough to where it brought tears to the person's eyes. Again, I just walk up, and all of a sudden these messages are coming. So that was the first time that Lisa brought me up to the front of the class. The second time I went, for the second class I went with her, was 6 months later. It was done in a place called Lilydale, which is a spiritual community that only allows people that live in the community to do readings within the community, if that makes sense. Well, the last, spiritual session, if you will, or church session, if you will, I decided, and it was the only one I went to one before and nothing really happened, and the second time I felt very driven or pushed by Spirit to do it. So I sat down, just kind of, doing the old, just being myself and being quiet, and after like the fifth medium, they called on me, and it was about my dad and my grandfather, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's why I was pushed to go. Well, long story short, I sat back, and there was 15 minutes left in the ceremony, and the minister, which is a medium, he said, well, there's 15 minutes left. Does anybody want to do a platform for the group? And I hear Spirit just yelling in my ear, like,
get your fucking ass up there.
Yeah, get your ass up there. And I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. You're out of your mind. But I'm saying, maybe I'm out of my mind telling myself that. Yeah,
you are.
So all of a sudden, he looks over at me and he says, did you get a reading? I go, yeah, I did earlier. And he slightly turns away and he comes back to me and goes, you have a medium aura. Are you a medium? I said, yes. He says, get up here. I didn't even have a choice in the matter. So when I went up, it was crazy. It was crazy because I didn't even get the mic yet, and there was already messages coming.
Right.
Like, that's how fast and how natural it was. So I gave a couple really, apparently really good readings because, people kind of walked me out and go, oh my God, like, this is your first time. And, is this room haunted? It sounds like it, but anyway.
There's always stuff that happens in here when we're recording. But please, go ahead.
Yeah, so, they were coming to me, that was your first time? I go, yeah. It was very natural. So I really felt like Spirit said, this is your path, and this is what you're going to do. The new reality is definitely, like, it's about a parallel path. It's about paranormal, because I pick up on Spirit. Right. But to be able, I know I have fear. I don't even like being around people. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. But when...
What?
Yeah. So I like spirits more than I like people. But anyway, ended up going to this party, and I was terrified. Like, I really felt... I was scared. I walk into this place. There's 40 people, and they're outside. They're in my community, which is a small community. And I'm thinking, oh my God, did they just say there's a medium and like I'm going to have a line of people wanting readings? I was terrified. So I sat down and I'm starting to talk to this person and I'm trying to like get a connection. I was getting nothing. And I'm not going to lie, I was panicked. I was like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Let me just interject real quick. I remember you texting me saying, bro, I'm blowing it. And I'm like, that doesn't seem like you at all. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So I just sent him some words of encouragement. Yeah. And then I didn't hear from him. And I'm like, you know what? He's good. He's got this.
Yeah, that really kind of, it kind of jarred me a little bit to help me get out of that funk. At that point, I looked at it and I said, okay. I stepped away and found a moment for myself and just asked for, I'm going to say this to everybody because I think it's important. I asked for higher self to intervene. And that gives the path. Like, I've learned through my studies, that's the path.
Right.
As soon as I did that, I went over to a table and started just pulling cards for myself. And all the cards had to do with a new future, have faith. We're here supporting you. And it was just all in line with my fear that I was having. So I knew everything was there. Woman came up, bam, connected quick. And I did that reading, and then they had me stand in front of like, I want to say 40 people.
So it was a lesson.
Yeah, it was. And it happened like in line. It was like very clear that one, when I was trying to do the reading at the beginning, it was It was ego. I was trying to do it, not letting
them work through you.
Yeah. Not,
So I do want to touch on that. Like, how does it feel to look at your lesson or look at your test, if you will, in the face and pretty much say "fuck you" and pass that? Like, you literally you saw your lesson and you were able to overcome that. Like, what a freaking blessing, right?
I wanted to run. Like, there was a moment where I'm talking to this lady, and it doesn't take much for me to connect with a person. I could not connect with her. And I'm like ego, like,
100%.
oh my God, I got to run. Like,
Right.
if I leave and just not come back to town ever again, I'm going to be good, you know?
Which is kind of hard to do because it's your town.
Yeah, right? So, like, that went through my mind. I'm not going to lie to you. That went through my mind. And I think that was when I texted you. And the encouragement helped me just step up from the situation.
Yep.
And just get a moment to myself and just really ask for divine guidance. So when that happened, man, it flowed. I don't want to make people cry, but he was a very
You jerk.
Yeah, I'm an asshole, but no, it was a very, very, very emotional night. Like, there was a lot of loved ones that came in and really, because there's a lot of grieving people there, and it was amazing to be able to give a message to help growth and help heal. I feel like you're doing the same thing. You know, you're all of a sudden you're being very sensitive, and all of a sudden all these things are coming in. Is it the universe right now, or is it just where we're at?
Dude, I'm seeing certain things and knowing things that I would never ever know. It's crazy.
It's going to be a competition. No, it's amazing because, again, Cody and I, we met a long time ago, and I want to say that we've always felt that we were going to help each other grow.
Right.
I feel like right now is a big time. Is it just for the new reality and Cody and Sean and what we're doing in our lives, or is it really what's going on in the universe?
That's
and
exactly
everything
what it
on
is.
this planet? And being receptive to it.
The universe is chaos right now, bro.
It is, and you're
Complete
seeing
chaos,
it, right?
100%.
You're seeing that, and yeah, just like, again, I can't encourage people enough to really just embrace your beliefs.
And absolutely, yeah. And if you have questions and if you think you're weird, well, you probably are, but that's okay because so are we.
Yeah. Slightly,
But
okay,
no,
maybe a lot.
mean, reach out if you have questions. Sean's been doing this medium thing for quite a while now. I've been in it with him for quite a while. We have a plethora of knowledge to give. I'm not saying we know everything. I'm just saying we've been through it, and if we don't have the answer, we can get it for you.
Or it's divinely guided. So what was beautiful about that situation was, I ended up really pulling out on top. Like, I was able to receive very clear messages for people. The owner has a little spot in the back that suggested maybe if she cleans it up that I do readings, and my thought was
Yes.
Reiki and
Bring it both in.
mediums.
Absolutely.
And it's helping either way. It's just what we're trying to do.
So what an awesome opportunity, right?
No, and again, talking about just being pushed into where I need to be and where we need to be. It's just it presents itself. Cody and myself, the new reality. It's done nothing but just flow.
Right.
I like the word flow, right?
It is. It's it flows. It's like water. It's like a creek. It's flowing to a certain point.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for it to get to that point. You know what I mean?
We're bringing in flow. Like, let's talk about the Suicide Bridge again. Cody and I, and we've been saying this at the beginning. There's an energy about us. There's a. We bring in something. I don't know what it is, but I think it's very positive.
Actually, I think you've forgotten, but I'm gonna bring it up to you again. Do you remember? Well, this is when we were in Paris still, but we were going to psychics like on the regular because it's just fun.
Yes.
And we've talked about that to psychics. We said, we for everybody listening, we've even done like together readings, like psychic readings, not together like romantically.
That's weird.
No, but like we've sat in with each other during readings, and I want to say a bunch of them have said, and they've all said the same general thing. Maybe not the same words, but the same thing. They say Sean goes into a place to an investigation, and he can feel. He can know. I'm going to use the word know. He knows where this energy is, and he knows what this energy is. This is especially powerful when we go into a place to heal or to cleanse.
Right.
So
Just
Sean
knowing.
feels it. I go in behind him, and I bring that Archangel Michael sword. Do you remember that?
Right. Yeah. Wow.
This just came to me the other day, and we cleared the energy like that. And I know we're this is all spiritual talk, but it coincides with the paranormal. But that's how we work so well together. Is Sean's able to pinpoint where this energy is at, and I come up behind him with him, and it's just a beautiful, like you said, a cleansing.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, and again, that sounded a little weird. I think that this is an ego. I think, again, we were supposed to work together. So we do see a lot of things before we even get there.
Right.
And have the tools to handle whatever's going on. Right?
Absolutely. Well, Sean, it is October. We have our spooky music going, and I have a spooky story for you. And you have not even heard this.
Here it comes, because Cody's been really excited about this, so I'm excited to hear about it, boys.
So I'm chilling at home today, right, watching my son, just doing my thing. I get a call from my dad, right? And I'm like, that's weird. He's calling me. He usually calls me like in the evening time off work or whatever, but this was during the middle of the day.
Was he at his job?
He actually wasn't. He calls me and he's like, hey, I need to talk to you about something kind of serious. Something's going on at the house. And you know, Sean.
Wait a minute. It was in the garage.
It wasn't, actually. So well, let me back up a minute just for everybody listening. I've had a lot of stuff.
Tell the backstory.
I've had a lot of stuff go on throughout my house. I saw my first paranormal experience there. I saw my leaf blower turn on by itself.
Not plugged in.
Not plugged in. That sparked my interest in the paranormal. So there's been multiple things happen there. I've seen a shadow figure by my parents' bedroom. I've seen multiple things in that house. I've caught EVPs. There's been stuff flying off the garage. Sean even has caught stuff in the garage as well.
Heard a noise, felt a presence. Yeah,
yeah.
There's a presence there.
And keep in mind, when I was like,
your dad brought
when
it
I was
in.
younger, I did a lot of clearing in my house, and I did get what I believe what was there in the first place. This is something completely different. So he calls me, and he goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you about something serious." I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" And he's like, "So the other day, my parents are remodeling. Remodeling.
Oh,
right?
Shite.
And it's in my parents' bedroom. They start doing tile, and all of a sudden they notice a black spot on the floor. Okay. Yeah. So there's this black spot on the floor.
Blood.
No, black, like dark black ink. Right. It is the only way he could describe it. So my dad, he's very knowledgeable in, all the handyman type of things. So he used chemicals to get it off. Doesn't get off. Doesn't do anything. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. I'm going to get something. I don't know what he said, but he said, I'm going to get something. I'm going to put it on there and I'm going to make it, see if that'll help. He walks away into the garage to do whatever he's doing. He goes back into the room and it's gone. Spotless. Not even a remnants of it being there. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, so how many times have that happened? He said, it's just the one time. I said, okay, well, let me get out the questions I need to get out now. I said, do you smell anything rotting? And I know you know what I'm getting at, Sean.
Yes, very much so.
He said no. I said, okay, does anything happen in threes? And he said no. I said, okay, what else is happening? Because I feel there's more happening. My mom was in that room, her bedroom, and they have a Roomba, whatever the hell it's called.
What the hell is that?
The little robotic vacuum thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was docked, right, doing its own thing. And she's sitting there watching TV, and it turns on by itself. And it's one of the old school ones you can't control by your phone. You have to physically press it, and it starts going by itself. Right, moving around. And my mom's like, Rick, it's my dad's name, calls for Rick because he's in the living room or something. Calls for him. He comes running in there. Room stops as soon as he gets in there. In its tracks. So I'm like, okay.
Cody,
yeah.
we've talked about your dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about your dad, and
well, I wanted to rule out the demonic side of it.
no, it's
right?
not demonic.
No,
right?
it's not.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to rule that out and to give him clarity, because he looked it up online, which he shouldn't have done. And everybody was saying, oh my God, you need to get out now. It's infested. And I'm like, no, stop.
No. It's poltergeist.
Yes, I felt that too. So I told my dad, keep me updated. I said, I'm not going to intervene yet, but keep me updated.
So he needs to learn to ground. Like, the whole family's really intense.
You know he won't.
Yeah.
He's crazy high energy.
Yeah, and I think, here we are. We're going deep into this conversation. Yeah, definitely not in a negative way. It is poltergeist.
100%.
Which is not necessarily good either.
So I told him, I said, keep us updated. Sean and I will be coming over, obviously, one, to investigate it, and
two, to
clear it.
Manage it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to clear it and take care of it. But I just wanted to
give tools.
Tell you that kind of spooky story, right?
It's amazing.
Kind of crazy.
I'm excited because I feel like we're opening up at a different level. I'm not going to lie to you. Since I went and did that show, I probably gave 14, 15 readings, and to be able to just kind of surrender, if you will.
Right.
I've been in it was funny. I got to work today, and the guy I worked with, he goes, "What's going on, Mr. Monotone?" I was monotone all day. It was really crazy. Yeah.
It's not even you.
No, it wasn't me at all. I'm usually high energy. Yeah, I'm all over the place, right? I was monotone all day. I was probably monotone until I got home.
So just so those, I want to touch on that so everybody knows what you're kind of talking about. When you're kind of in that state, you take on a monotone type of
backseat.
Yeah, you're kind of backseat and you're kind of autopilot.
Right.
Thing. So that's awesome.
Yeah. What I want to say is this was at a different level. I think that's why I'm. Do I dare call it a mediumship hangover? But I just feel like when I'm still in it. It's really easy to shift. Again, I think, we were talking about just growing. I think that whatever happened with that just helped me really see things a little bit clearer. There's definitely, I think surrendering to my fear was a big part of it.
Absolutely.
Really.
And I think it's just going to keep coming.
Yeah. And what I'm excited about is the accuracy we're going to get when we go into a location and pick up on entities. Because I think, I got really clear visions, and I feel like that was because I surrendered.
Only way to go is up, bro.
Yeah.
So, hey, guys, thanks for tuning in with us. I know it's a little longer podcast. That's because we had a lot to talk about.
It's freaking awesome. That's why.
But please do tune in, this Thursday, 8:30 Pacific time.
Let's hang out, boys and girls.
It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about ghost stories. It's going to be lovely. Go ahead and head to our website, thenewreality11.com. Check us out there. That has all of our social media and whatnots, and you can also revisit old podcasts.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the live. It's a Q&A, so if you guys have questions, or even if you want to tell a story, please do. That's the whole point of it. We're going to go, what's the thought of how long we're going to stay?
About an hour to hour and a half, and I'm actually going to pull up our little feed here so you guys can write this down and go live or tune in live with us.
Well, the thing is we're probably just going to play it by ear. We want to do it a little bit later in the evening, so if moms and dads are taking their kids out for trick or treating, they have the time to come home and relax and listen to The New Reality. So Cody's pulling up right now. We're going live with Podbean, so you guys need to go ahead and download that app.
Yeah, so download Podbean. Our name's going to be The New Reality on there. It's actually The New Reality Paranormal Podcast is what it is. You'll see it. The picture's up. It has our name in gold and black in the background. But our actual link to that is going to be podbean.com/site/The New Reality.
Yeah, and we're really excited because we kind of did a practice sesh. What was it, about a week ago, Cody?
Yeah, we got
25.
Yeah, 25, people. And we didn't even tell anybody we were going live. That was awesome.
But we have a lot of interesting things to talk about. Of course, we had 25 people in a half hour.
Right. So it's gonna be great, guys. Have fun. Halloween's awesome. Be safe. Go out trick or treating and eat some candy.
Don't be scared.
Bye.
Bye-bye.